Well, hey there, this is Bell Mathwin here. I thought I'd bring something totally different to the channel. I started seeing this game. We're going to start a whole new thing. Let's go Flight Suit. So I saw Biffa play this like a year ago when it was in super early access, and I found myself going back to it and watching it again. And then I found out that this game was coming out in 1.0 full release, and I gotta try it. I've played around with it for a few hours and gotten a handle on the controls a little bit, and I've picked up a few things, and I think we're just gonna do a laid-back playthrough of this. Let's go. Well, of course, green. Everything on the channel is green, and silver mask. That sounds good. Let's go for it. Brand new start. Now, this game is kind of out of my wheelhouse, but I like that about it. I normally go for, you know, RPGs and survival, post-apocalyptic type games. Ooh, nice. There's some stuff right there. Now, so I normally go for something in my wheelhouse, and this time, is it F? This time I'm going for something a little different. It looks interesting. The little bit of time I put into it felt interesting and felt like a kind of fresh, cool, refreshing thing to put on the channel. And most importantly, I kind of had fun with it, so I want to have fun with it with you guys. So, ooh, hello. So the main goal of this game is to kind of advance through a bunch of research so that you can build more and more advanced machines and go jump planet to planet, because well, let's see. Yeah, you see we got different kinds of let's see, WS, A, and D to get through these. Yeah, so there's all kinds of cool stuff. There's different size printers. This tab is all stuff that can be made right off your backpack. This one is for a small printer, a medium printer, and a large printer. So there's just a ton of stuff to research, or to get research points to unlock. There's a ton of progression, and it's not the kind of grindy progression that I'm used to. It's progression that heavily plays off of whether or not you're exploring. Like, you're not just going to stand here and grind through a couple of things. You got to go out and you got to find resources. You got to go out and you got to find stuff like that wreck over there, or that wreck, or that wreck. This was a good landing. Nice big flat spot. And oh, there's a research item right there. One of the big ones. Yeah, so let's just get right into the game. Well, first, let's get us some air. That little white bar on the back there, that thing runs out. Like, when you're watching it, it seems like it's running slow. But it's not. It runs out, if you're not paying attention, it runs out pretty quick. Not tab, I want to go here. So, stuff you'd print in your backpack is all printed right here. You can kind of go through the recipes. And if you have the resource in your backpack, it'll just pull it down there, and you can hit this button and go for it. So, without talking too much more, let's pull out our handy dandy little tool there. Yeah, now let's get to business. I'm not even sure what the official name for that is. I kind of think of it as the Suckerator 5000. All it really does is it sucks up everything you aim it at. And let's see. So we're right next to base, and I digging up all these resources, it's gonna make a big dent in the ground, and I'm gonna have to drive around it and run around it and try not to fall down it all the time. So one of the first things that I want to do is, let's see, canister. I would like to make a canister with some resin, because a canister will actually collect dirt. And you don't have to stand there while you're crafting. So let's go back and get some air while it's doing that. There we go. That little white line, let's get rid of that. That little white line, it refills your power and your air. So it's super important. Now we also, so now we have a canister. And that'll fill up with dirt. Get on there. There. Okay, so that will fill up with, you know, the dirt and soil around the resources. Now let's get a tether going. Small generator, small printer. We are going to want one of those, but not yet, because the tethers are way more important. Alright, so actually if we look at our character, you can see the compass. Let's go straight south at first, because that way if we get lost, it's easy to do. There's no map in this game. If we get lost, then, oh come on. I guess that's not going to work. So if we get lost, we can just run straight north. That'll get us back to base every time. Why is that not connecting? Yeah, oh, I know why. Okay, I'm an idiot. It's a known thing. When you start off, you got the shelter, and you have this launch pad that popped out of nothing. So you want to go in and examine that first thing. That's something I didn't catch on to during my first playthrough until a little bit later. Alright, so let's get out of there. Oxygenator. So we want to hold F to unpack that. Super cool that it does that. And we need that to go on there. Alright, so now I have an oxygenator that will feed the tethers. So now we can go explore a little bit. First, let's unlock. That's not what I wanted to do. So you go there. Right there. Unlock. And you can go there. So it gives you a medium printer right off the bat. Let's get some more resources, because that's a major part of the game, and we got super lucky because compound and resin are like the most important early game. That's the first things you need to find. Also, you notice how it's switching between compound and resin on the end of the machine? It'll remember how much you had of each item and continue to add to it. So switching between resources doesn't mean that you lose out on the partials that you had. It just remembers where you were on that resource when you switch back to it, which is super useful because I wasted a lot of time in my first little playthrough, or my first, not playthrough, but my first trial, by trying to maximize, like, before I picked up any compound, I was trying to fill the rest of the resin bin because I didn't want to waste anything. Well, that's not a thing, so don't stress about it. Now let's put that away, and let's drop that there. Alright, so we also want a small printer right there. Now, just from my little bit of a playthrough, where did it put it? I know I made it. There's my tethers, my canister. See, it's all full of soil now. Is it on? It's on here. Alright, so let's stick you there. And put that away. And no, turn. Yeah, I love how clean this game is. It's got kind of a cool little artsy style. And every time I'm jumping around, I don't know if this dates me or not, but I'm thinking about the Mario 64 when he jumped. When you jump Mario a couple of times, you go woo 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 and go. Yeah, there's a look back into my early childhood. All right, so let's see what we don't have any bytes. Bytes are the resource, the research currency. You research thing, you get bytes. And I definitely need to start on that. So let's grab some tethers. Everything in the game is persistent, so you can just drop stuff on the ground. Let's turn a little bit. You come here. Good enough. Normally this would kill my OCD, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, so that one is not full yet. We will keep a couple of compounds on us to make more tethers, because we're going to need them. And also, let's grab out the Suckerator 5000. Let's drop another thing. Now, when we get to this point, when we're leaving holes and there's no resources left in them, you can fill it back in. If you've got soil in your canister, you're gonna find a flat spot like that, hold control, and just kind of cover it in. So we will be getting rid of, after we empty all the resources, we'll be getting rid of all the big holes in the ground. In fact, let's go right here. Just kind of make a bridge across so that we can finish getting the resources without falling down in the pit, I guess. Can I leave one of these here? I cannot. But I can give you that. Alright, let's go over here. I've got to get better at this. Alright. Am I still going south? Alright, this way. Now, this stuff, debris. I haven't gotten far enough. Ooh, small battery. We will definitely take that. So I haven't actually gotten far enough to do anything with the debris or the detritus. But from what I understand, there's some kind of grinder. You can grind it into scrap and use the scrap to trade with, or something like that. Let's dig out around this. See what else is around. See what else is here. Yeah, okay. So these big boulders, you can't actually dig them, but if you dig out around them so that they become free-floating, they will... Come on. You're not going to do it now? I don't want to have to dig out too much. There we go. They will do that. So we'll take that power cell. Debris, we don't want it. Oxygen filters. Okay. Yeah, if you can't pick something up, just dig around it, and you should be able to at that point. Let's see. Shift click that. Ooh, research sample. We're going to hold on to that. And I'm pretty sure I saw a backpack. Or did we ruin the backpack? Yeah, we might have ruined the backpack by digging out underneath it. That is a thing that I've noticed happens. Ah, crap. I hope there was nothing good on there. Yeah, it's pretty funny how this little guy can just pick this stuff up. Well, he would be able to if I dug it out enough. There we go. Yep, he's got no problem. Dude, he definitely goes to the gym. No, not that one. This one. Alright, let's go a little bit more south. These things. These are one of the ways you get the research points. See, we gained 16 bits both times we clicked on those. Oh, nice. There's another one over there. Awesome. Alright, so let's go out a little bit more. Hello, lag spike. These plants turn into a resource called organic. And that's used for some things. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta really watch out on this freaking terrain. It is definitely set up to troll you because that's barely visible, but if I come around here and show you, that goes down into a cave. The caves in this game are amazing. I'm really liking the caves, the exploration. I mean, as you can see already, there's just stuff all over the place to check out. The caves are no different. The caves are actually even better. Ooh, what's that? That's something. Is that a rover of some sort? All right, let's go grab all the research that we can, because that's super important, especially this early game. Oh, that is definitely busted up. So we'll take the oxygen filters, but that doesn't have anything. Yeah, nothing. Although there is another one over there. That looks like another research sample, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Oh, crap. There we go. So if you do get lost like that, I thought I was heading back towards the tether line. I was definitely not. That could have ended badly for me. But if you get lost, your home base does have a beacon. As long as no terrain features are blocking it from view. Yeah, I'm really liking this game. I mean, I don't want to call it cute, but it's kind of cute and relaxing. And it's nice because even if you die, which is going to happen. Oh, out of tether lines. It's going to happen because I have the volume down on my desktop so that the recording software will pick up my desktop sounds, but my microphone won't. Because, you know, you guys don't want to listen to the same sounds twice. Get back here. There's another cave. Where's it? Oh, that's definitely a different one. Yeah, there's a lot. There's just so much to explore in this game. So let me go ahead and get a bunch of research. At least enough to get started on a couple of things. Because I know from playing around before, was it the medium? I think it was. We want this. We want large platform B. In my original one, I ended up making large platforms. I ended up making, where are they? Yeah, medium storage and medium storage Bs and all that stuff. I ended up not using them. I ended up, once I learned how to make this one, I tossed all the other ones kind of to the side. So I'm just going to skip right ahead this time because it's something that I can get. You know, we've seen resin already. So I need to get 500 bits. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll get back and we'll start messing around with some of the machinery. Alright, we're back. And I just wanted to show you these little things. In the forest, you can find these bushes with little research samples. Not too bad as far as the bytes go. I mean, they're not much per, but you know, per plant, you know, that's almost 100. I mean, it's so freaking cool that there's all these little things to catch up on. And also really cool, wait, we missed one. Well, no, that's not also really cool, but also really cool is they regrow. So I got a bunch of bits, and a lot of it was those rocks. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Oh, the rocks we got the original bytes from? Yeah, like that. Those and these, and I think the ones down in the caves. All the little research nodes, they respawn at. But you can go through the forest in kind of like a route, if you will, and just get a bunch of these points. They're not the biggest points ever, and I know I just passed one. What the crap is that? Alrighty, I guess these are some of the big ones. That is a funky little tree. So there's a bunch of them. Well, we will take all of them. Let's get to the tether line real quick. There's another one. Nice. Oh, we're gonna be swimming in research points. I don't know. I think I want to say these are definitely worth more. I think they're worth like. I think those ones right there that I got off some like little rock structures out in the plains, those were worth like 360. So these are probably also somewhat similar to that. So I'm going to juggle these back to the base, and we're gonna we're going to build a few things. In fact, there's one right over there. Ooh, and it's right next to little researches. Little bytes bucket. I don't know what I want to call these things. Or what? Oh, there's more. I'm not going to get them all. And I'm just getting greedy. So you can actually walk with these, but you can't really run with them. So even though you can carry them, I'm still finding it faster to just run and kind of juggle them like this. Definitely a whole lot faster. It's difficult to do with a bunch at a time, but it's definitely faster than running with them one at a time. That's for sure. All right, we're back. We made quite a haul. We got 3 of these batteries, which I believe are going to help our system run a lot better. But first thing we're going to do is you can hit the tab button, or you can hit this little thing on the side of your backpack to get into here. I want to go... So I guess blue means it's already unlocked. Gray means you have enough bytes to unlock it, and pink must mean you don't have enough bytes. That makes sense. So let's learn that one. Alright. Let's get some big old platforms made, because these little ones just don't cut it. I mean, if that's what I'm going to do anyway... Oh, wait. This isn't going to work unless I give it some power. I'll grab onto this little cable plug. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's make some of this. Large platform. No. And it gives you a preview right on the ground underneath the, I don't know what else to call it. It's like a 3D printer. Large platform B. There we go. It only costs 3 resin, so it's definitely affordable. And you know, this early in the game, why not get organized right away? Because you saw the list of stuff to make. It's just freaking huge. So you kind of want to start off with the ability to keep track of all of it. Let's see, I got... Get those off of there. You know what? No, give me that back. And grab it. Okay. No. That's not what I wanted to do. So give me that. And then get out of there. There are these little ports on a couple of sides of the main shelter. And I believe that's going to help us with power. Because, you see right there, right by the cable plug, the yellow line's only going halfway up. So I guess we're using half of the power that we're making. Let's grab this. And we'll hit D. Come on. There you go. So it's not going to help when the wind's not blowing, but it will help when the wind is blowing. There we go. So let's grab that. Open her right up. Move her out of the way. And we'll do another one. And while that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and grab that big guy right there. Oh, I walk so friggin' slow when I'm holding on to that. Oh, crap. Yep, I forgot. We want to flatten this area out. The landing pad right here, this is kind of indestructible. See, it doesn't let you do anything. It kind of sparks off like a... Well, I guess like a drill bit would on steel rebar. But what we want to do is we want to have a canister full of soil. We want to grab... We'll use control, and we'll grab the flatness of this area, and we'll kind of extend it. That way we'll end up with a nice flat place to put everything down, so nothing's at a weird cockeyed angle. At least that's the theory. We'll have to see if that actually pans out for me or not. But for my OCD's sake, the game actually lends itself really well to my OCD. I can clear this up. I can make this nice and flat. Nice, even play. What the? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Why? Why? All right, we'll live with that a little bit. All right, so that's good enough for right now. I think we want to let's see. There's an arrow on this, so let's spin it right about there. Let's do kind of a research area over here. Grab the cable plug, plug that in. And I think I'm going to need a compound and a couple of resin. Or is it a couple of resin and a compound? I can't remember. Let's get this out of the way and get it doing its thing. And in the medium printer, research chamber. 1 resin, 2 compounds. So once that's built up, I think we're going to do 2 of those. Just for the sake of speeding up our research process. Alright, so we want the arrow facing that way. Now let's give it a little bit of space. No, I want the plug. Grab the plug. There we go. Come on, hurry up. Now I know this goes faster when, okay, you see how that power is drained right there? If you are providing more power to this, it'll fill that meter up more, and that printer will actually go faster. It'll work the same for our researcher too. Oh, there we go. So unpack that. Do I still have 2 and 1? Perfect. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get the other one cooking on up. Let's take you. And is that facing the right way? Yeah, I think so. So the point behind this thing is to take these big research items and also those. The little nodes that we were clicking on, you can't actually bring those back here. And if you do them in the research chamber, they're actually worth double. But for the ones we were clicking on, it's not really worth the time and effort. So let's see, 360 bytes, but it's going to take 14 minutes. So we get about 6.9 bytes per minute. Yeah, B/M. That'd be minute. Wow, that's going to take forever. All right, so let's unpack that bad boy. Good, you're facing the right direction. So I want to try something. I got some fully charged batteries. Will that actually help? It might. Let's hop over. Yeah, it's pulling. That's definitely pulling. Look at that. It cut the time in half. Nice. Now, I imagine that once I start this one up, it's going to fluctuate again because I'm going to be using more power. So this is saying, see, I think the last one of these that I clicked on and just scanned with the F button, I believe that was it was worth like 450, which was good. But this is 750 over 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's much better. We're definitely going with that. All right, so we got some research things done. We got a little bit of exploration. We got some of the basics kind of nailed down, and we're draining the crap out of our batteries. But I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you liked what you saw, learned a thing or two, like, comment, subscribe. Always love hearing from you guys, and I want to hear how excited you guys are for this series. I know I'm excited. So, and also, until next episode, I hope everyone has a good night.